don't think that scene painted you like the bad guy, though.
What?
Is that not a bit racist?
How?
I had already prepared myself that I no longer want to see this girl ever again.
His tongue touched you or his dick touched you, what would you be doing? Chasing a pregnant woman into the motorway?
I didn't make her go in labour.
Sentiment is still the same. Happy New Year, bitch. Next. It's raw. It's raw. Lucy, do you want camera? Are we looking camera or looking at each other? Am I looking?
The camera's on me right now.
Okay.
No one cares about you right now.
Okay.
Hi guys, and welcome to Showreel London's podcast. I am Lucy Lee, so not only am I a cast member of the show, I am also the executive producer. And I have with me today one of the most viral sensations that graced your screen when Showreel London Season 2 aired. Joining me today, I have the fire starter, there's never a dull moment, the always looking like 100 missed calls.
Come on.
The one and only MISSY. Brown skin.
Yeah, AKA the pink bombshell.
AKA Barbie girl.
That's me.
And guys, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And also follow us on all socials on Showreel London. So, MISSY.
Yes, ma'am.
Since we last filmed, which is a while ago, there have been some huge changes in your life. One in particular comes to my mind. He's just about walking.
Baby boy, you stay on my mind, fulfill my fantasy.
You're a mummy again. You became a mummy again last year for the first time. But before we go into the present, we're going to go into the past. Okay. We're going to take it back. Yeah. All the way back. Okay. Now, no beating around the bush. Now, you know you went viral.
Did I?
You went viral.
I stayed viral.
You actually did stay viral. I'm not going to lie, girl. You did. And sometimes in the comment section, people loved you. People hated you.
Of course.
You know?
I'm doing something
good. Did you read any of the comments when the show came out? You didn't read. So that means you didn't clap back.
No.
Girl, if I go through the comments, I'm not going to see any clapbacks on MISSY.
No, I think... Let me actually wait. Baby brain. I may have clapped back.
Yeah, the truth comes out.
Once. And to me, that's not even a clapback. That's just like... Because I was trying to be nice.
Why?
Because I felt like, let me not be a bully, you know. My hormones are a bit... And I'm not trying to... So I was trying to be... cute and nice. I don't remember what I said. I just remember in particular that I did clap back. Maybe once, maybe twice. If it was more, if it was more than that, God forgive me. But to my recollection, it was twice. Okay. And it wasn't even nothing major. I think it was me being, like I said, sweet and nice. Because not that there's a fake me. Usually me, I'd be like, but I try not to do the internet beef thing because my thing is I'm old school.
It's pointless.
I'd rather fight in person than via the internet. That's just not realistic. Because in real life, none of them people would say that shit to my face. So
Facts.
I'm just like,
I agree.
And I'm not going to get heated watching my phone screen. That's pathetic. I'm not a new gen, no offense. Yeah, so.
Okay. Now, you butt heads a lot with Sorrel in the show. Yeah. Oh, you don't know who she is? You don't know Sorrel? No? You don't know?
What? Who's that?
Who's Sorrel?
I don't think I've met him before.
Oh. Okay.
The only man I butt heads with is my baby daddy, and I love him. I love you, babe.
Okay, well.
And my son. Those are the two men those are my jiggers. I butt heads with them. Other than that, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to disagree with me.
Am I?
But I feel like both of you are very similar.
No.
I feel like, but okay, she's taking over. Let's go.
There's no listen. You can buy imitations and you can buy the authentic thing. And I've learned that sometimes imitations aren't so bad because that's just more advertisement and publicity for the authentic piece.
But you didn't
Those
let me
that can't
finish.
afford the authentic piece subscribe to the fakery of the fake piece. Me and her are not similar. I'm me. She's whatever the weather. I'm not I don't do that. I am me.
Let
no matter
me
what
finish.
room I'm
Let me
in.
land.
There's no similarities.
You
Lucy.
were similar.
Next.
You were similar.
Where are we going next?
In your confessionals when you were both coming for Taz's ex-girlfriend M. Shay when during her performance. Now we had to literally stop filming her confessionals when we were asking her questions about M. Shay's performance.
Okay. Has anyone done a confessional on his performance?
Whose performance?
Because every time he's doing his little acts and whatever,
Everyone has
there we go.
said their own.
Pop
but
all black in it.
I want to know why the laughter was so hard.
Because it was terrible.
Oh Jesus! Okay.
We wouldn't have been laughing. Well, I'll speak for myself. I wouldn't have been laughing if it was good. I would have had goosebumps. I would have been like, yeah. It was not good. I don't have nothing personal against, what's the person's name?
Her name's M. Shay.
That's it. M. Shay. No shade, M. Shay. But it wasn't good. And you have M, and that's what you're doing.
You said it was weak and it fell flat.
Yeah,
what does that mean?
So it's weak as in it didn't have weight. There was no body to... If you were to watch, let's say, I'm not going to compare her to someone like Beyonce or, God rest her soul, Whitney Houston. But you know when someone gives a performance and it literally shakes the room, there was no shaking. There was no twerking. There was no vibration. It felt flat. It did. It fell flat. It did. It
But
really,
Missy.
really did.
Okay, I understand that. But Missy.
It fell flat.
Okay. Now I'm going to play devil's advocate right now because you know we're about to talk about everything.
Yeah, do it. Let's do
Okay?
it. Let's do it.
So.
I'm a realist.
Okay. So you said her performance was weak and it fell flat. Now you had a studio session with Ocho.
A studio session is not a live performance.
And
There's a big difference.
That's true, but there was still a performance though. Yeah.
And I wasn't singing. I was rapping in a studio session with 2 to 3 people.
But the way that you were speaking about M. Shay, people said that about you in the comment section.
They should. Okay, let me perform live.
Let's go through some of the comment sections. Why do you want to perform live?
Performing live and having a studio session. If you're an artist or you do music, you understand the difference between the two. When you're in a studio session, it's a studio session. You're recording lyrics, and then the engineer does what they do with your stuff and whatever, and then it gets put out into a store. Obviously, they don't sell live audio of what you sound like in the studio. It's going to get changed up. So that's the difference. The difference is she was performing. So my studio session, imagine my studio session was live. I would also be saying it fell flat. Because that was the performance she gave was as if she was in a studio with an engineer and her manager. That was not the performance of, okay, I've been doing this, I'm ready to perform. I've done live shows, but it hasn't been put into the show for people to see.
Were you better than her?
What? Yeah. What the hell? Okay. And I've got songs that are out on all platforms.
Let's go through the comment section of when you did have your not performance, but studio session with Ocho. Oh, Lord. Okay, prices of studio sessions need to increase.
Even though I didn't pay for it, but yeah.
Yeah, we did. That's
exactly. I didn't. So yeah, that comment fell flat. That's just like my session.
Yeah, that's mean. A vibe in what world? I think that's because OJ called it a vibe. Said it was a vibe. Said a vibe. At least she's pretty.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, Lord.
Is M. Shay not?
What, pretty?
Yeah, because someone said at least she's pretty. So
no, talking about you, mama.
Yeah, I know. As in, at least I'm pretty. So I'm saying, what? Is M. Shay not pretty as well?
I don't know. Is she pretty?
Ask whoever's abortion commented that. But yeah.
Wow. Okay, here we go. Nothing worse than a yes man.
Come on.
Turn it off. Is it a vibe? Is it really? Was she running to the studio? People are mean. Personally,
but I mean, no. People
like this, people like him will set you up for failure for real. That's so mean. Personally, I was present during this scene, and to me, I know I have a soft side for you.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was bad.
I did.
I mean, I understand what you said. There's room for improvements,
and that was how long ago? And
I know
me exactly.
But I don't think it as bad as how people try to act like it was, in my opinion.
Whether I'm shit or I'm not shit, someone's going to think I'm shit and someone's not.
That's true.
Some people listen to my music because I'm pretty. Some people listen to my music because they actually like what I'm saying. So it's neither here or there. I've got a thick skin to this stuff. You can't put yourself on platforms if
I know you do.
The bad stuff. I just don't read it because I don't give a fuck.
Can I just say, like, honestly speaking, working with you, because obviously this was my first time working with you, and I'd never met you before this, so it wasn't like I knew. Working with you compared to some of the first timers I worked with, I'm not going to lie, you were up there with one of my favorites.
Thank you, Lucy.
Because you understood, and even if you didn't initially, you took the time to understand what you were in and what you were doing.
Yeah.
And you had to, even though there was a time that we did have a conversation where it made you to reconfigure everything in your brain of where you stand and the role that you're playing, and you understand that this is a show that I put myself on, and the bad bits are going to show and the good bits are going to show, and I don't have a say in this. All I can do is bring my best foot forward. And I love that about you, because not every cast member understood that. Some cast members, they just wanted the show to just purely show them in their
best light possible,
and that's not life.
It's not.
That's not real.
It's not.
Nobody wants to see. People want to see things that are relatable. No one can relate to someone always being the best. Or always looking pretty.
It doesn't make sense.
It's because nobody wakes up with the full face of makeup.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
So working with you, I'm hands down, I'm going to say, as one of the... No, I would definitely work with you again. And again. And again. And again. And I can't say that for everybody else.
God bless all those people in the comment section.
I'm going to bring up one of your favourite people. The Dragon.
Oh, I was naming my kids in my head.
No, we're going to be one of your favourite people when we're filming. The Dragon. So The Dragon, her dance class. Do you remember it?
Vaguely, yeah.
And what did you think of it? Would you do it again?
Yeah.
You would do her dance class again with her leading it?
Yeah.
Why?
We'd have to do it to find out.
Would the scene end differently this time?
It will always be different.
It will always be different?
Nothing is better than the original, but it will always be different. Yeah.
Okay. Now, I need to ask you a question that I need to know.
Yeah.
Now, when this whole fiasco, that's the only word I can think of right now, this whole thing that happened between you and her, it all stemmed from her speaking to a guy, or claiming to speak to a guy, should I say, who at the time who you were talking to, who you were seeing.
Yeah.
Now, you and Dere did not know each other. I'm going to rewind. You and the Dragon did not know each other prior to filming. You met each other during the whole process.
Yep.
So when she told you that she was speaking to or knew of this guy, why did it bother you so much that she said it in front of the camera? Because at the end of the day, we are filming a reality show, and she's saying what's happening in her life, and she's talking about you. Why did that bother? Because you said you thought she would have come to you as a girl's girl, but you weren't girls.
Okay, so my thing is, first of all, when I said come to me as a girl's girl, or whatever I said, quote unquote, my sentiment behind that was she very much was on this, we're friends. Whether that's camera friends or off camera friends, I don't know for her, but off camera, that she wasn't my buddy like that. Yeah. Even on camera, we're just doing small alliances. Anyway, so my thing is, if you claim to be my friend, that's not the type of friend that none of my friends, none of my G's that I have in real life would approach me about something like that on camera. That just looked like you were looking for a storyline, and it looked like you were trying to use me and him to kind of make yourself look a certain way. And if you're a friend, you wouldn't do that. Yeah. You could have easily said to me, and she has my number, so she could have easily messaged me or said to me, oh yeah, I know such and such, by the way, like blah, blah, blah. But you didn't. You done it on camera. And then you've tried to backpedal and talk about how you thought the mics were off or whatever. Please, madam, you're from season 1. You know how it goes. You know the mics. We were still mic'd up, very much mic'd up. So I thought that was bullshit. Secondly, it only got to me because I've always been a very popular person, a big person, whatever, well known. And I sometimes feel like there are aspects of my life that I like to keep to me. I only show a certain level of things. And so people come to this assumption that they know me. And I always say, you don't know me, you know of me. Yeah. But those that actually know me well will know that there's certain aspects of my life that people don't know. You might know I'm dating someone, but you might not know who it is. Or I might post a man. Doesn't mean that that's who I'm sleeping with or I'm whatever with. So when she put that on camera, my first thought was, I don't want everyone to know who I'm dating or who I'm talking to.
Right. So why would that was where it came from more. Like, you don't want people...
And that annoyed me, yeah.
Okay.
That was like, what are you doing? Like,
because it didn't come across as you were annoyed that you didn't want people to know. It came across that, and as a viewer, and it came across like you were just annoyed that she was saying that.
But
that's what it came across.
Listen, I will always keep it 100+ tax. Like, it annoyed me that she done that too, because it just came across like, oh, pick me, like, oh yeah, I know him. Oh, me and him talk. It's giving I never got male attention when I was growing up, so now I've got a little attention. I'm gonna run with it, and it was a bit corny. And I don't do that. I'm not cut from that type of cloth. It's not that. Even if I'm excited over a man, he ain't even gonna know. So why am I gonna be acting like that in front of other people? Yeah, and it just wound me up, because it was like, when I got to the juice of it, I was like, so this is what is making her excited. He wasn't even saying anything wild to her. Yeah. It was literally emojis. Like, how old are we? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you're excited over an emoji. So if his tongue touched you or his dick touched you, what would you be doing? Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. It's an emoji, babe. Yeah. Some men, they can look at you and you will melt. You're crying and dying and salivating over an emoji.
Well, let's read some of the comments.
Yeah.
Some of the comment section we have, she's so aggressive.
That's neither here or there. I'm a black woman. We're always labelled as aggressive. Yeah. Next.
This whole conversation is so messy. This girl clearly has a toxic personality. I can see why man don't want a relationship. Seeing this image, how she would go on with her man. I think that's more about Dragon.
Me.
Yeah, that couldn't be. That doesn't make any sense. That couldn't be you.
Yeah.
She's a Sagittarius. Well, it's done now. That's what she said. She said to you, well, it's done now. Do you remember when she said that to you? Yeah. So she's a Sagittarius. She looks like a mess.
Well.
Yeah. She's Asian doll's twin.
Me.
So many people said that about you.
I've heard that.
So many people said that about you.
It is, I've heard. Asian doll. I think that other, is it Money Long? That some other one.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah. I think it's the eyes and the cheekbones. Yeah. It must be that. But Asian doll, I've heard that like for years. Like,
yeah, the whole thing with you and Dere, the dragon, I'll say Dere. Because she came to me, we had a scene together.
Okay.
We had a scene together and we spoke about you. Well, she brought you up, really.
Of course.
She brought you up.
Of course.
And she actually claimed that I instigated the whole situation between you and her. Because what wasn't caught on camera was after the dance class, she was burning sage. That wasn't caught on camera.
Oh, was that not?
No, we didn't catch it on camera.
You guys are messy.
Yeah, we didn't catch it on camera.
Because if you had caught that, people would understand.
We didn't catch that on camera.
You guys tried to paint me out in a bad light.
And we didn't paint you out in a bad light.
I don't care. I'm always the bad guy. It's fun.
No, I don't think that scene painted you like the bad guy, though.
What?
Aggressive. No, because she already said she done what she done. And how she reacted as well. It wasn't as though you were only the one coming on her and she wasn't responding.
Lucy, to be honest, even if it looked like I'm the bad guy, I don't care. I love it. Okay. It's in real life, I'm actually the bad guy. So on a show, it's good. Real life London, right? So I'm not going to be a bad guy in real life and then come on show Real London and be like...
But she did say to me that she felt like I instigated the whole situation.
That's her business.
Because I put the cameras there, though. So now that didn't make any sense to me.
You knew the cameras were there.
See, that didn't make any sense to me because you're in the show and you know the cameras are there. Whether you do anything amazing or great or you do nothing. You're from
season 1. You know how it goes. So how can you...
So she was mad that the cameras were rolling while what happened was happening. And that's how she claimed I instigated. She actually said, I instigated the situation between you and her.
So she's calling me a puppet because if you instigated it, that means I've got a battery pack in my back and you was like, yeah, go. Nobody can't make me do anything that I don't want to do. My parents know that. God rest my mum's soul. She used to say it. Her and my dad used to say, I'm too brave for my own good. And I am to this very day. And that's when I was a kid, they used to tell me that. So for her to say that, that's like she's trying to say, oh, I only acted like that because you told me. You didn't tell me to do nothing. How I reacted, God's honest truth on my babies. If God was not on her side or the sage that she was burning was not on her side, I would have beat the shit out of her. And I'm not going to lie, I would have. Because if someone else that day, one of the class members was literally like to me, Missy, no, come on, man. Now we know everyone's watching. Da, da, da. And I was like, do you think I give a fuck about these cameras? Or sponsorships or whatever deals. I don't give a fuck.
Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about?
No.
Who are you talking about?
I'm like, who are you talking about, Missy? I ain't name dropping unless we're talking about the person. But I'm just like, I don't give a fuck about that. That is not me. That's you, babe. She's lucky. Because some girl like to call police. Where I'm from, we don't call police. So that's why I thought, let me behave myself because I need to go home to my children.
Nobody called the police this
No one
season.
instigated shit. You're from season 1. I'm a newbie. You know how the show goes. Don't be stupid. If you didn't want the smoke, you shouldn't have lit the matches that were burning the sage. Like I said, or whatever I said, go and eat it or shove it up your ass or your pussy or whatever. I don't know. The sentiment is still the same. Happy New Year, bitch. Next.
Woo! Okay, moving on. Okay, now Missy, now you shared a very emotional scene with your daddy.
Oh, yeah.
With your daddy. And that scene, it touched so many people's hearts.
For real?
Including my own. We gonna go for the comment section, girl. We gonna go for the comment section, girl. We gonna see what everyone said about your daddy.
If anyone comes to my dad,
I will
find them.
I'm scared. Okay, what do we have? We have at Missy Braska. I knew it. I knew I wasn't seeing things. I was like, oh my gosh, look at her and her daddy.
Yeah.
What a sweet dad.
Yeah.
Uncle spitting facts. African dad saying, I love you. Yeah. I wish I had a dad. So gentle and so encouraging. Uncle is speaking big facts. Prayer costs nothing.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
But it's everything. Yep.
Everything. Oh, look. I worked with her and I can say that she's such a beautiful soul. It hurts to see her cry and she's got so much going on. May God bless her.
Oh. I don't know who that is. I didn't even see that comment, but I'll be diving back there later.
He told the whole truth and nothing but. Oh, I wish I had both parents.
Yeah. Oh, shit. That's going to trigger me. So on the 2nd of July, 2022, myself and my other 3 siblings lost our mother to COPD, which is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. COPD. I'd say the last 3 weeks have been a blur. It's almost like I'm existing and the world is spinning around me. Everyone's doing what they're doing and I'm literally just here.
Since filming now, you have welcomed somebody new in your life.
Yep. 2.
Little bubba. We're going to call a little bubba.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And I remember holding him for the first time. Some mighty little thing.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, my baby girl. Do you want to hold my hand for this? No. I don't want to trigger you. I don't want to trigger you.
Go on. Yeah.
Now, you suffered one hell of a loss, babes. You unfortunately lost your mum.
Yep, I did.
How much has life changed for you?
Ooh.
Antoine, is that tissue?
There's some on the table, actually. Remember I ran and got some?
Okay, she did, yeah.
Oh, imagine that. Where is it? Am I blind? Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm just crying. Okay. Is it out of shot? Can you see it? It's out of shot now, yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Ooh.
How has life been now? Tell me.
I'm not gonna lie. Shit is weird. It is very, very weird. Like, every day, yeah. Well, days are getting, I won't say better or easier, because I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm worse now than I was when it initially happened. And I know that that's because I went into autopilot. First thing I was thinking is, okay, I've got to get death certificate sorted. I've got to sort my mum's house. She's got a big old 5-bedroom house. I've got to sort that out. I've got to sort out my little brother. I've got to plan a funeral. I've got to do this. I've got to do that. I went into Missy mode, and that's how my mum was. She was just a go-getter, very educated, very smart, very always hard working. So now that the dust is sort of settled and all that's all sorted and done, then you start getting the flashbacks and the memories, and then I see a photo of her, or I imagine her voice, or I've had like 2 or 3 dreams of her since she's gone, and it just brings it all back.
Yeah.
Or there's things I want to ask her, and then I just feel like,
take your time, baby. Take your time.
It's raw. It's raw.
You may have lost your mother, but you still have your amazing father.
Yeah.
And I know he's your
But
rock.
you know what happens, Lucy? There's a little sinister part. And I think if anyone watching or listening has lost one of their parents, they'll understand what I'm about to say.
Okay.
You see, when you lose one parent, it hurts, and nothing can take that pain away. It's a pain like I've never felt. I'd rather be in labour 10 times than feel this, yeah?
Yeah.
But when you lose a parent, what starts to happen is you start to anticipate the loss of the other parent, because it's almost like it kind of brings it to you that this is gonna happen again. No matter what I do, it will happen again. And that sounds bad, but it's the truth. And then it just makes me dread it even more, because anyone that knows me personally knows I'm a daddy's girl. I'm his only daughter. I'm so close to my dad. Me and my mum were cool. We weren't on bad terms. Obviously, as a teen, like, you go through what you go through. And we got better as I grew into an adult and a woman, and I had my own home and stuff like that. But my dad, the thought of that, you couldn't have asked me that question, because I would have left. I don't even want to fathom the idea that it's like I'm a kid. And losing my mum makes me feel lost. I feel like my lineage is just withering away, because now I've lost my nan, lost my mum, then it's me. That's how I think. So I just feel like everything that I am, everything that I stand for, the lineage I come from, it's like it's withering away because my mum's gone and I don't have her. Or I see people that are older than me in their 40s, 50s, 60s, they've still got their mum. And I'm like, how's that fair? What do they still need their mum for? I still need her. There's still very much that I could learn from her. And I just feel like I will never have that. And I can't replace her. My dad says to me, you know that your mum's gone, but you haven't accepted it. And I think I am a little bit more, but it's not. Like, I don't even like talking about her in past tense. I talk about, when my brother called me the other day, he asked me how to boil rice. And I was teaching him on FaceTime. And I was saying to him, oh yeah, mum's going to be laughing at this. And he was like, you mean she would have been? And I was like, why are you saying that? I can't let her go. Even though people tell me things like, oh, she's part of you, she'll always be around. Oh yeah, that's that generic response stuff. Don't tell me that. People need to stop telling me it will get easier. People need to stop telling me, 10 years, my mum died or my dad died and I still cry. I don't want to hear that shit. And I think if you know what I'm feeling, you shouldn't be telling me that.
You know, my mum lost her mum when she was 16.
There you go. That was how old my mum was when my nan died.
Yeah. And my mum's a big woman now. She's got grandkids now. Yeah. My mum still misses her mum.
Yeah. I message her sometimes. I still text her on my phone. I still listen to her voice notes. Yeah. Things like that. I just think as time goes, every time we go into a new year, so this is now the second year we've gone into, and I feel like I'm leaving her. Like, I feel like the year she passed. Yeah, I get what you mean. It's weird. I don't like it. Christmas was weird. Yeah. Everything's weird. When her birthday comes around, it'll be weird. Everything. Yeah. It's just not, it doesn't feel real. It feels like it's a sick joke, or I'm having this awful dream. Like, even when I dream her and then I wake up, I'm upset because I feel like the dream is what's reality and then waking up is the nightmare. That's how I feel. Even on days where I'm happy and I laugh, the end of the day will come and she'll cross my mind. Or during the day, she'll come into my head and then it hits me again. And I'm like, oh, wow, yeah, she's not here.
But your son now coming into your life, especially at the time that he came into your life, he must have a very special place. He does. Like, more than what a child would normally have. It would be a bit...
I'll be real. Parents always say they love their children equally. That's a lie. You love your children all, but you love them differently. Because you loved your ex different than you love your current. And you will love the next different. You love people differently and you love them accordingly to their needs. Yeah. My son holds sentiment, heavy sentiment, because of everything that was going on in my life at the moment. Me losing my mum even telling me I was pregnant 2 days before she died, and then me doing a test 2 days after she died and finding out. The fact that my mum told me I was going to have a boy and we found out in the scan that it was a boy. Yeah. Those things will never... My son holds weight. Yeah. I love my daughters. I always will. And I love my two daughters differently from each other, because I was a teen when I had the first. I was in my 20s when I had the second. Yeah. I was a different person. Yeah, of course. So I learned love differently at different stages. However, my son is like... He's like... It's almost a weird analogy, but he's the urn that holds my mum's ashes. Wow. That's how I feel.
Wow, that's deep. Yeah. I can't lie. That's very deep.
That is my son. And I will never play when it comes to my son. And I think people need to know that from now. I'm not playing games. Okay,
well, she ain't playing when it comes to little man.
No.
She ain't playing.
No.
Well, as God blessed you with an amazing father.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my daughter didn't receive that same blessing. And I had a scene where I was actually talking to my daughter's I don't like the word father.
The donor.
We can use that. People came for me in the comment section. Oh, people, the whole internet, whole TikTok, Instagram, everybody.
Did I remember someone saying you should have chose better or something like that?
Everyone told you
that statement pisses me off.
Listen, and that is exactly why you're a single mom. If he whooped your ass, I wouldn't blame him.
Lovely. Okay.
All the people in the comments section saying be careful who you have kids with. You can't predict how someone will change. My baby father is the same.
Exactly, you can't.
I feel her pain. She does it all. I wanted him to handle a simple gift without fail, not too much to ask. People need to be careful who you have kids with.
Oh, here we go.
Sounds like he's talking to his op, not his baby mother.
Right.
I know her pain, but we've got to work out on communication. Sorry, why can't he pay for children's shoes?
Yeah.
Going half for kids' trainers. Go half for a present. LOL, LOL. Smile emoji, laugh emoji, laugh emoji. I had to block my baby daddy because ain't no way I was going to put up with this attitude. So, as you can see, my dear, not all of us are blessed to have...
To me, it should be a standard requirement.
It should be,
you have a child. You're not doing it for me. You're doing it for your child, our child. It's not about me. Remove me from it. That's the issue. They're not removing the baby mother or the baby father. They're too focused on each other rather than the child. And that's what sucks. And then the children suffer. Because when people are telling you communicate, how can you work on communication with someone that doesn't want to work on communication?
Or how can you work on communication with someone who can't communicate?
Exactly.
Everyone came for me because of what I said. And because of how I spoke to him.
Okay. But there's no context. And this is the thing. People are commenting without full context on the situation. Remember, you're only seeing what you're seeing. You're not seeing everything. There's a bigger picture. There's two views here, camera views, right?
Yeah.
My view, your view. Then there's going to be a third view.
Yeah.
Then there's going to be the view of the viewers. Mm-hmm. So how are you going to just make judgment off of one lens? Are people...
But I did go crazy on him though, Missy.
I'm not gonna lie. To me, that was nothing.
Did you watch the scene?
Yeah. In the car, right?
In the car.
That was nothing.
I said the same thing. I said if he was in my face, that scene, there would have been 2 police scenes.
There you go.
There would have been 2 police scenes. And it wouldn't be me cooling. It would be somebody else.
What all these other mothers are doing, but yeah, some people just act like turn the other cheek, but you're not Jesus, and this is realistic times. Like, you have to really be like, sometimes why should you suffer in silence for the benefit of someone else when they're not doing that for you? He's not even suffering for the benefit of his child, so why should you suffer in silence for him? What, for his ego?
I agree though.
Yeah, that's pathetic.
I agree though.
Do people not think there's other channels and avenues you've gone down before you got to that point, or do they think that's your very first conversation with him?
They just saw me shouting and being crazy. No one ever acknowledged the fact that I was shouting over the fact that he was asking me to pay for half of the trainers.
As a man.
And hold on.
What?
And some of that had been out of her life for almost 10 years. So it wasn't like it was active and this is just like one of many requests, or just like maybe he's broke this time.
Do you remember one of my confessionals? I said, Ojukotier, like you don't have shame.
Yeah, no.
How 10 years, a whole decade, you haven't been in your child's life.
And then he comes back in.
And you want to go halves with me.
And then he says, and he didn't even tell me, he told her, go and tell your mum to go halves with £150 trainers. So it's not like he called me and said, can you go half?
Can we divide £150 by 10?
Oh, we should.
By 10.
We should.
What's that a year?
Yeah.
And that's what you're
And he saw nothing wrong with it. But the internet saw something wrong with it.
On a meal, first date. Some people are spending 150 on a first date meal, and you're complaining over £150 divided by 10 years.
Yeah.
Lovely.
You know?
Daddy of the year.
All I can say was, ladies, be careful.
When you were together, was he tight?
When we were together, babe, I was 19. I was pregnant as a teenager. He didn't have anything. He didn't have anything.
So when people say choose better, like, sorry.
I wasn't fully...
Yeah.
This wasn't developed.
You're not going to be thinking that
I was a young mum. I became a mum
yeah.
very, very young. I should never become a mum when I became a mum. You know?
God's plan, isn't it?
God's plan, but it's just like... Someone... at this age, I'm a big woman now. Someone like him... God.
Yeah.
Moving on swiftly, darling. Now... Do you know one of my favourite films to film? One of my favourite films to film. One of my favourite scenes that we filmed.
Okay. What?
Canterbury. Canterbury was...
That actually surprised me.
What did you think was one of my favourites?
I don't know, but I didn't expect that.
Canterbury was one of my favourite scenes to film.
Okay, why?
One, it was challenging for me because I had never filmed more than 24 hours with any of the cast members.
Oh, yeah, wow.
I'd never done that. I'd never been in situations where I was literally living with the cast member for like 2 to 3 days. You know,
Big brother.
It was giving it was giving stress. It was giving no sleep.
Well, we know you.
It was giving no sleep. You know, so it was interesting, but it was fun.
Yeah,
it was fun for me. Yeah. But what I want to know is this: we had to take your phones away from you when we first started filming?
Yeah,
because we know how everybody gets with their phones, and we wanted you to immerse yourself in the scene. I need to know why it was a big problem for you.
Okay, so as for me, personally speaking, for me, 1, my kids, 2, my investments.
But we never said you could. We were going to give you times that you could.
I just wasn't thinking that. And you know, like, people keep talking about on, like, radio and stuff, kids are addicted to their phones, social media. So are adults. And young people as well. Young adults, even grannies. I see grannies on their phones, stuck on their phones, scrolling TikTok.
I've never seen a granny stuck on her phone.
Oh, I do. Candy Crush, all these things. Technology is running things. So obviously, people are addicted to their devices. And then people have, like, things they want to check on. So even if someone says to you, we're going to take a phone and you can have it in 6 hours, you're not even hearing the 6 hours. You're just hearing, I'm taking your phone.
Yeah. That's what you heard. I'm taking your phone.
Like, so that's I was like, Pardon?
Every customer had a problem with that. There was nobody that was, okay, cool.
Yeah, but didn't someone have a secret phone?
Taz.
Idiot. Yeah.
Telling me. I didn't even know. Do you know what's crazy? I genuinely never saw that phone until we were in the post. When we were post-production, I was like, hold on, why is there a phone?
Yeah.
I never saw the phone.
Yeah, well.
Never saw the phone, but hey ho.
Yeah, well. It's good. Social experiment. Just goes to show.
It was. I did. I actually enjoyed filming it. Yeah. I did. But when we were in Canterbury, once again, Missy.
Yes, ma'am.
You had another viral moment. Do you remember your viral moment?
Sarah, have you got black in it?
She didn't say that. I didn't even need to remind you. You had a viral moment. And you know we got to come for the comment section, girl.
Oh, God. Here we go.
The comment section was commenting. What? I was like, oh, my days.
Oh,
so we have.
Karayu.
They're jealous because she's prettier. Why
in whose eyes?
That's true.
I
agree. In
beauty
whose
is in the eye of the beholder. People I touch don't touch things like Sarah, so I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, we got. Is that not a bit racist?
How?
I didn't get why people thought it was racist.
Do you know what?
I don't get that as well.
Do you know that? I read up that if a black person says something racial to someone outside of their race, it's not classed as racism, it's classed as prejudice. But racism is from others towards black people. So I don't know if that's correct. I don't hold prejudice or any racism towards anyone. You lot are you lot. I am a black person. Yeah. That's how I see it. I asked her that because, so my background is Nigeria and Brazil. I asked her that because she's meant to be Portuguese or something, right? But I just wanted to know, do you have black in you? Because obviously some people are ignorant, like, why aren't you mixed race, Missy? Do your research. Not everyone from Brazil is white or light skin or whatever you want to call Caucasian. So I was asking her in the sentiment of, what? Is it like Portuguese, or is it Angolan Portuguese? Because there's different types. Like Cape Verde Portuguese. What kind of, have you got black in
But they just heard black. And so when they heard black and she's Portuguese, obviously white looking, they were like, oh, so that's racist.
Yeah, I know Portugal is predominantly white people or lighter skinned people, but I just wanted to know, does she have black in her? Because some people, I have cousins that are Sarah's colour, but they are black.
Yeah,
they're just
very fair.
So yeah, it can go either way. Like, I got 2 light skinned children, for God's sake.
Well, imagine if a white woman said this to a black woman.
What? Have you got white in you?
Have you got white in you?
Do you know how many times I've been asked that because of my straight nose?
That's so silly though.
But I've been asked that and I don't think it's racist.
But look, some people did agree. Someone said, so what's wrong with asking someone that? Y'all are too sensitive.
Yeah.
And I also agreed. I agreed. Like,
it's not like I called her a cracker.
Exactly.
Or I made a white
Some
racist
people, they're just like, if you mention black, is that automatically you're racist? Or white, you're like, no,
I beg.
No, like, people really were like, they were going crazy for you. Yeah. Like, I was like, wow. Even I saw the call, I was just like, and I rewatched the scene and thinking, where is this coming from?
Even me, I had to check myself again.
Yeah, because like, where's this coming from?
Did I call her white trash? Did I call her trailer trash? Did I call her cracker? Did I call her
I just think it was people being very ignorant.
I beg.
It's people being very ignorant. Why is it anyone's business if she's mixed with anything? Did they say that she's Portuguese? Someone's like, so what's the answer?
What was the background? What were we talking about? I can't remember.
I think it was a conversation when Nazarini was asking. I think Nazarini was actually asking if she had black in her.
So why isn't she racist?
I think Nazarini was actually asking if she had. I think that's what it was. And Nazarena was very like, you're the opposite of hush hush, and you're like, let's just ask her.
Yeah.
And I think that's when people thought that was racist. Personally, I didn't think it was racist because I thought you were just asking a question.
If they think it's racist, they should call the fucking police and I should be arrested, right? Well, now
Yeah,
I haven't heard the cuffs.
I didn't understand.
No charges have been pressed. I beg.
Okay, but now we're gonna come now because you did say something to Sarah.
Yeah.
You said to Sarah when you were in Canterbury on the beach.
Yeah.
She was quite quiet.
Yeah.
And she was quite quiet. And you said to her, "Why are you quiet? Mm-hmm. Are you pregnant or something?"
What, is she pregnant?
No, that's what you said to her. You said that to her. You said, "Why are you quiet? Are you pregnant or something?"
Did I ask her that?
Girl, you asked her, and I'm not gonna lie. I actually heard you ask, and I was just like, my mouth was like,
"What drugs was that?" No, I'm joking.
What?
Did I really ask her that? No.
Listen, and then I remember watching back. You said it, mate.
Oh.
And I remember in between takes.
Yeah.
I remember her. I don't know who she was talking to, but I was just walking by. I overheard her say, "Why would she even ask me that?" Like,
I mean, her belly's not big, so it's not
but
like.
why did you ask her that though?
I don't know.
Like,
was I drinking? I don't know.
You asked like, "Oh, you're quiet. Are you pregnant? Are you pregnant or something?" I was just like,
were we drinking? And she
you were drinking the whole weekend, babe. All of you lot were drinking the whole weekend.
Maybe she weren't drinking. That's why I asked her.
Yeah, but there could be so many reasons why you don't drink, babe. Couldn't it just be pregnancy?
What's wrong with being pregnant? I've been pregnant.
Yeah, I've been pregnant, but that's not the point.
It's not like I said, "Do you have chlamydia?" I asked her if she's pregnant.
Yeah,
it's the most natural thing. Is what we was made to do.
Babe. Sometimes some people can find that sensitive
to ask someone if they're pregnant.
Yes,
it's not like I asked about her sexual orientation. I could have gone, "Are you a lesbian?"
Some people.
I could have been like, "Are you trans?"
Some people. It's a bit sensitive.
Black can't ask if they're pregnant.
Or Portuguese.
Can't ask, yeah.
It's sensitive.
All them forms that say your background, Afro-Caribbean, white, are those racist?
Listen. When it comes to things like that, you just have to be. You got to tread carefully. You got to tread lightly. Missy. I'm not gonna lie, because when you said that, my mouth opened up as well. I was just like, did Missy just ask her if she's pregnant? Like, what if she was pregnant and she didn't want anyone to know? What if she was?
Lie. Like a lot of girls do. Lie. Okay. You don't have to tell me. Am I a lie detector? Am I walking lie detector? Am I gonna know she's lying? All you have to say is yes or no.
I think that's the reason why when you were playing the Truth or Dare game, back when you got to the house, after the beach, that's why when things did get heated between Nazarena and Sarah. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And then she refused to play the game anymore because of what Nazarena said. And then from there, she said, "Well, all you lot do is fucking twerk."
Yeah.
Who do you think that comment was for?
Obviously me. The twerk queen. Even though I've retired since then, but
all you lot do is fucking twerk.
Yeah, all we do. Yeah, I was like, shut up, man. You're just boring. Like, go away.
Oh, wow.
With your S curls and your 6 or 8 pack. I beg. Like, how can you say we're boring? All we do is all you lot do, and you're not even saying it with chest. You mean all Missy does is twerk?
She said, but why she got such a salty attitude?
Because Nazarena can twerk, but she's not known to be a twerker. She dances.
Well, someone did say,
not be stupid.
Someone did say in the comment section, but why she got such a salty attitude?
Exactly.
You know,
they always have that attitude for black women, but not for black men. It's obvious. And if anyone wants to call me racist, let's check the scoreboard.
People said, why was she pressuring her to drink?
Me?
I think that was Nazarena.
Oh, I was going to say, do I care what the bitch drinks?
But someone did say, oh, Missy's just jealous of Sarah because she's prettier than her.
Okay.
I would rather be with Sarah over Missy.
Did I ask you, sir?
People can have fun sober. Why are you lot being so weird?
For me, I agree with that because I'm a lightweight and I don't drink. Drink is not my go-to. Look how I was on the show and I wasn't drinking on every episode. Do you get what I'm saying? So I agree with that. Some people, however, they need that to give them that little courage. You know, that's not me. So I resent your comment.
Okay, who did you get on with the most when we shot the Canterbury scene?
Obviously by default, Rianne, because we know each other outside of the show. But
do you still know each other outside of the show?
Unless I died or she died. Yeah. But Charlene, me and her really, really, really hit it off. Like, we had like a few or two deep conversations, and I like to get to know people. I'm social anyway. I'm a social butterfly. I put me in any type of room, and you know, like, my friends know me, I'm multi-purposeful. So yeah, I liked her, and she was very real about her transitioning journey. And up until this show, I don't knowingly think I've met anyone that's transgender.
Yeah.
And I had to say knowingly because I may have.
Because you mean you just don't realise.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna know. I got an eye for it now. So you lot surgeons are good, but I'm good too. So I can tell. But Shah was very transparent, and that's what I like. You see, like how I asked her, have you got black in you? I asked Charlene some questions that some people in the trans and outside the trans community might be like, oh my God. But Shah wasn't like that. Shah was just like, okay. But I did say to her, do you know, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. And this is me really just wanting to know, because my parents have always told me, if you don't understand something, ask questions. There's nothing wrong with that. Knowledge is power. So I didn't want to be ignorant. So I wanted to ask, by the way, how do you want me to address you, Shah? Because I know sometimes people may not like how people automatically give them labels. And she spoke to me about that. She spoke to me about her journey. There were certain intimate questions we were talking about as well. That was funny. I was like, oh, so that's how that works. I felt enlightened.
Yeah.
And the information that she gave me felt like it was clear, it was coherent, it was from her personal journey. It wasn't like she was speaking for the whole community. So yeah, we hit it off. And since then, we've been cool. And yeah, we speak every now and then. Obviously, we're not besties, but I fuck with her, and that's not gonna change. Like, yeah, I like how she carries herself in comparison to, you know, other blokes that, you know, are in the same, going through the same.
Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about, babe? Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about?
What's his name? Bob.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't remember filming a Bob.
Bob. I think the middle name's Sorrel. Yeah. Bob
Oh,
Sorrel.
right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bob
that
Sorrel,
one. Right.
The one
okay.
that wears the fake designer. That one.
Oh, right. That one. Mm-hmm. Okay. Who did you get on with the least in Canterbury?
I don't know, because I don't acknowledge people that I don't fuck with.
Okay. Who did you not fuck with in Canterbury?
Everyone other than the people I fucked with.
You gotta be so awkward. Why you gotta be so awkward? There would have been someone that you just really didn't pay mind to.
Do you know what? Yeah.
I feel I know who the person was.
I'll be real. I don't have a problem or don't like people for no reason.
Yeah, but there was someone there that you
However,
barely
there are sometimes
spoke
things that
to.
people do, and I don't really. I'm just like, yeah. So I won't give.
Who did you barely speak to?
I don't know. Who's that? You tell me.
Who did you barely speak to?
Who? I don't.
Who
know.
did you barely?
Actually,
you were there.
Yeah, I don't remember. I've had a kid, baby brain trauma. Oh.
You barely spoke to the guys.
Is it?
Well, besides Ocho. You spoke to Ocho.
Yeah, because I'm not forward with men like that.
You spoke to Ocho, but you didn't speak to Guy, and you didn't speak to Sarah. But no one spoke to Sarah.
But she's not a man, so unless there's something we don't know. But yeah, I think the guys were a bit so there was nothing to talk about.
Did you like the guys on the show?
As in, like them?
As in, did you find them
they
attractive?
Cool? No, hell no.
Ooh, why not?
Not my flavour. Just like how Sarah's prettier than me. So yeah, this not my flavour. I like what I like. I don't have a type, but yeah.
I think you have a type, babes.
I don't have a type. My type is my type.
Your type is your type.
Yeah, but
your type is your type.
I don't have
you
a
actually
type.
You've said it on camera what your type is. You said it on camera.
It's changed.
Okay, so you have said it on camera. You have a type. So girl.
It's changed. It's changed. It had to. Because sometimes,
because you weren't getting anywhere with them.
That's
why it had to change. That's why it had to change.
But that wasn't my type. I think I also remember me saying it. But my type was not my type that I go for. That's the type I attract. So I always just went with the flow of that. Okay, I'll just, let me go with it. Because what I might like doesn't seem to ever come my way. But manifestations and prayer have changed the formula. So, we give God the glory.
Here talking about types. You had a date with someone, girl.
Who's that?
Oh, you don't remember the date that you had? You had a date with someone.
I came up on my Snap history the other day.
Did it?
Yeah, because it was like this month.
Oh, I don't
it was even this month. Yeah.
So we had a date with someone who was your actual type, who you said on camera.
Alex J.
How was that? Because the comment section had quite a bit to say about that.
Let me guess. She's not pretty.
But loads of people thought you were beautiful.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I think the date went well. I think because I always had a little, I'd say like a 5% soft spot for Alex J.
5?
Yeah. So
I think it was more than 5. I think we need to head up to double
man
digits.
might be watching this.
We need to double digit
10%.
Double digit. We need to upgrade that. Upgrade that 10, mama.
You see what you're doing is not good.
Upgrade that 10, mama.
10 is good because some people
It
don't have
weren't
none.
10.
It was 10.
It weren't 10.
I'm in love now. It's different.
Yeah,
so obviously.
but it wasn't 10. It wasn't 10.
But I had a little soft spot for Alex.
More than that.
Prior to the show.
More than that, but come on.
And if you want to slide me a 50 to say more, I would just say, yeah. No. In all honesty, even now, I'm not going to be like, oh, because now my situation is different and whatever, I don't feel... He's still an attractive man. I've not obviously seen him or we've not spoken, but yeah.
You haven't spoken since your date?
No, yeah.
No, like DMs.
After, but not now. It's been a while.
Yeah, okay,
yeah,
okay.
It's been a while. And a lot's happened. Girl, I had a baby.
I know.
So he's probably heartbroken. I understand. So I was just like...
Well, he had his chance.
He did.
He had his chance.
Don't hear this podcast or see it now and try and send me a message talking about, oh, he could have been mine. Yeah, he could have, but you snooze, you lose. But no, all jokes aside, he's a cool dude. And I think he has a lot of good qualities and things to offer and bring to someone. However, he just was not my person and I was not his. So, yeah, I can't speak bad on him. But he's cute. You know, he puts himself together well. He's got things going for himself. I don't know what's going on right now, but I know at the time and, you know.
So if he had pursued you more, would he be...
I would have gave him a son.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
I was just about to say...
I know he's got a daughter. Cute.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, okay, girl. Okay, now. Okay, this is something I want to know. Mm-hmm. When we filmed the rap party... There was back and forth on the table about the possibility. I know it was all a joke. They were just bantering about how Ocho was the baby daddy of the potential father of Dere's unborn child at the time. We all know that could never ever, could never. However, the bit that stuck out to me was this: while people were laughing, I can't even talk. She can't even talk. Can you imagine Ocho being that? It could happen. Right, so while
sorry, let me compose myself. Go on, Lucy.
All right, so while people are going back and forth on this, okay, this is how it is when we're filming her confessionals. This is how it is.
No,
we just have to stop filming. This is exactly what she does.
I'm so sorry.
I'm very used to this. No. Bringing back memories of filming.
You guys are rude. Nah,
we didn't say that. That's what everyone. You lot was sent on the table.
Nah, I've got a stitch. Do you know what's good about this? Having baby brain is so great. This is the positive because you forget stuff. So when it gets brought back, it's so funny because did I laugh like this when this was...
No, see, but that's what I'm talking about. You were offending it for Dere.
No, do you know why?
Why were you defending it for Dere?
No. Let me be real. The reason why I done it is because I don't like when... Okay, so first and foremost, yes, I defend myself. And yes, I come across like I'm aggressive or I'm a rude girl. And yes, I am all those things. But I'm not a bully. Like I'm not a bully. And I felt like that was kind of like in her absence bullying. And that's
how was it bullying?
No. Do you know why? I feel like it was a bit of a pussy trait because I feel like, would you guys have the same energy in front of her? Yeah, she's not a bad girl like that because I'm not going to lie, who's scared of her? But would you have that same energy in front of her? And I felt like I didn't like it. If she was there now to defend herself, then I wouldn't have backed her. Yeah. Because I don't give a fuck about her. But I kind of saw it like, if that was me in my absence, this is how everyone would be trying to clown me. These times if I was sitting there, we all know no one on the cast would have ever said that to my face. So I felt like, I don't want to be... Okay,
but you can feel that way, but you didn't need to defend it.
Yeah, but I didn't want to be boxed in with that pussy behavior. So that's why I got a bit mad and I was like, yeah, you lot stop it. It's wrong. Like, stop it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Listen.
Like, no. Like, I don't like her choices. I don't like the way she carries herself when it comes to a few things that I'm aware of or things that have had me tied to it. However, she was because she ain't passed away. She is a mother. She was an expecting mother. And I just felt like, it's not nice.
I didn't feel the same.
If she was there, like I said, I didn't
feel the same.
I didn't feel the same. Guardian angel.
I did not feel the same.
But it wasn't about her. It was about if it was a woman. So if it was you, I would have done the same.
Yeah, but the thing was, I would understand that because me and you have an actual relationship.
Yeah, but then that should go to show people I'm a real bitch because whether I like you or not, you're a human. And I felt that it was wrong. And even though the general consensus of everyone was doing. I don't follow. I'm my own person.
What made you different than me, girl?
Yeah, no, for real.
Don't lie, girl.
Yeah, no, that's
Because
me.
I don't think I could do that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just gonna be there and okay.
Yeah, no. And it's not for them to like me or to whatever. I don't give a fuck. Don't like me. It's for me. I'm doing it for me because I know how I feel about it, and that's why I spoke up about it. It wasn't for her. It wasn't.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't need brownie points from them, gal. Yeah.
Okay. Well, the way that I wouldn't have handled that situation if I was in that scene, how would you have handled my situation when I was confronting her in...
When you was running her into the motorway. Yeah.
In Canning Town.
And I'm the bad guy. Not even, what's that? Listen, Lucy, you see, yeah, you're tapped. You're actually not well. Because when I saw that, I was like, no, what the hell is going on here?
I didn't see anything wrong with that
With
scene.
chasing a pregnant woman into the
But
motorway.
I didn't make her go in labour. I didn't touch her.
Imagine if she did.
But she wouldn't.
Okay, so I'm being silly because I'm not gonna lie, I've had arguments with pregnant people, and my sentiment is you are responsible for your unborn child's life, not me.
That's exactly what
If you want to put yourself and your child in danger,
I
then
felt
sure,
the same way. And the thing is, I never touched it, and I never had any intention. It was never that type of party.
And I think people use pregnancy as a shield.
She did.
Don't throw stones when you're pregnant.
She did.
Because some people in this life are mad and will really harm you.
And I've seen it,
care.
and they are, and it doesn't matter if they're pregnant or not.
They don't care. Yeah.
So, but the thing is, everyone said I bullied her. Like, let's just.
I think it came across like
everyone
that
said I bullied her.
People, but I don't.
Do you think I bullied? You can say if you think I bullied her. Do you think I bullied her?
I don't think that was bullying. I think what it was, is because you were pursuing her,
as in
confronting her.
Yeah.
That's why it came across, and she was walking away or trying to get away.
She was trying to walk away from me.
Yeah, so that's why it looked like that. But I wouldn't say, I think if it was a bullying situation, I think it would have to be consistent, and it would have to be a thing where she weren't moving and you were still in her face. If you were towering over her, going like, yeah, and taunting her, then I'd be like, yeah, Lucy, you're bullying this girl. Yeah.
But I don't think I did that though.
But pregnant women argue. You didn't.
But here's the thing though, because here's my thing. My thing is, why is it the fact that you are with child? Why should that excuse everything that you've said, that you've done?
Because I'm not gonna lie, you shouting at her doesn't harm her baby. It doesn't. Even her shouting,
it doesn't. If she
baby.
goes into labour, that's nothing to do with me.
Was she full term then?
That's my thing. She wasn't full term.
I'm bored already.
Thank you. Everyone came for me. They said I was bullying her. They said that my soul is black.
No.
They said that's why I'm a single mother. Said this is the pot calling the kettle black.
You see, like I just said before, in her absence, I didn't agree with it. But because you were face to face, do you notice how now I'm saying something different? So you see, I'm not chatting shit. You were face to face with her, and that's why I'm not defending her, because she was there, able to speak and defend herself. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Whereas when she wasn't there, she had no say. Do you get what I'm saying? But because she was face to face with you, if you were to call her a clown, she can now call you, I don't know, a cunt. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and you didn't physically touch her.
Never did.
If you had, I would have been.
That's a different. I would. Whatever happens,
I would have
happens.
been like, yeah, Lucy,
because I went too far.
Free Lucy, innit?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hashtag free Lucy.
Yeah.
But I'm not silly enough to put myself in that position.
No.
I'm not stupid
and
enough.
I feel like if I felt like I was getting to that point, I'd remove myself.
I would, because I don't
want
want to be responsible for another.
Yeah.
I'm a mum. I may hate you.
Yeah.
But
wow. You hate her.
I really dislike her.
Okay, hate strong.
You have to understand. You see, working with a dragon was very hard for me because she's the type of person that she's very much of me, what I'm going through, how I'm feeling. I don't want to do this. Okay. I don't want to feel. I don't want to. It does.
If you're having an inability to understand that the world doesn't revolve around you,
she was one of the people that didn't have that understanding, even especially with the situation with you. It was a big deal. Yeah. I'm not filming with Missy. Yeah, I'm not doing. If Missy's there, I'm not going there. I don't care. There was threats.
Big
I'm walking away. I'm leaving. There was a lot of drama that came that nobody ever saw. That was just between her and production. There was a lot of drama, and the thing was, the drama was something that was happening continuously even from season 1.
You see, I'm the bad guy, and production haven't got no drama with me. See?
Yeah. So when I had the chance, people don't realize. See, I was literally exploding everything I'd kept it from season 1.
Okay.
When I came like full throttle on her, it was I had
That's
so
why
much.
Shouldn't suffer in silence for the benefit of other people. Do you see?
But I'm not in a position like you though.
So
I'm in a different position.
Speak. There's a way and manner to get
you
your
can,
point
they
across.
can, you can. But the thing is, because of the position I hold on the show, I can't always speak as freely as I would like to.
Okay.
And that's the truth.
Okay.
However, when it came to that scene, I had already prepared myself that I no longer want to see this girl ever again.
Okay.
In the show or outside of the show.
Okay.
So I was free to speak my piece.
Okay, yeah.
I was free, and even before then, the situation where, because I really did help this girl outside of the show, and she can attest to that. Mm-hmm. And the throwback in my face, it was a wow for me. It was a wow. It was even on camera where you saw the things in my house. She inconvenienced my life for a good hot minute. And the throwback was a bit too much for me. So that whole scene, it was something that, it wasn't just the talk back I'd been hearing. It was a lot of pent up stuff that had just been accumulating inside me. And I had never really had the chance to truly express myself.
Okay.
But people hated me. People called me a bully. People said my soul is black.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's why she's a single mother, People came for me, but hey ho,
I don't see how the two.
It's part of the job.
Yeah.
No, they did. Okay. They said that's why I'm a single mother.
Right, even though your child is a lot older than this.
No, but that's why I'm a single mother.
Did this scene happen before you gave birth to your daughter?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
but
okay.
that's why I'm a single.
Like I said, no context,
Girl.
just comments. Yeah.
And everyone came for me, but hey ho, that's just another day in Showreel London. It's all right. Mm-hmm. Tell me what your best scene was to film.
Ooh. Do you know what? I've got a few.
Oh wow, I thought it'd just be one.
Strangely enough, my studio session that fell flat, that was fun.
That was fun?
Yeah, I liked that. That was
Why
nice.
did you like that?
I liked the studio. I liked the setup. It was nice. It was good to just kind of,
be in your own element.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Canterbury, there was a few. I liked.
As in, you didn't like it?
No, I did.
You did. Okay.
You said.
Yeah, which one?
Yeah,
you liked
good,
it.
Yeah. So Canterbury as well. Obviously. Oh, actually, do you know what? In chronological order, it would be studio.
Yeah.
Alex J. That was up there because that was nice. The setup was cute.
Yeah.
I was like, my hair looks good. The outfit, he looked nice. Everything was even though you tried to kill. I remember this.
What did I do?
The anxiety in me was built up because I didn't know who I was.
Why were you so nervous? You were shaking.
When I say I have anxiety, people think,
no,
yeah.
you were actually
It's not a fashion
shaking.
statement. I legit. My anxiety
I was just
terrible.
like, girl, it's only a date. Calm down.
I could literally shit myself.
I was like, it's only a date, Missy.
It's bad. Sometimes I have to talk to myself.
Yeah, you were really nervous.
I have to talk myself down and be like, listen, bitch.
Yeah, you were really nervous. I remember that. You were shaking and everything.
Yeah.
I remember that.
But when it comes to fighting, I'm fine. You see? Mad. But that was up there. Canterbury, that was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. I'd say, those are my top 3. Oh, no. Also, the lingerie.
You like that one?
Yeah, that was good.
We didn't air that one.
Yeah, you should have.
We didn't air that one, but yeah, the lingerie scene, yeah.
Come on,
what was your worst?
In the same breath, the lingerie too.
Because of the fighting beforehand.
Yeah, that upset me,
Sorrel and at the dinner party.
Because at the time, like I said, there were certain things that Bob was doing and I weren't feeling it.
My girl said Bob.
But I was still
fucking. My girl said Bob.
No, because I was still fucking with him because I thought, let me give him a chance. Like, obviously, our first initial meeting before the show aired, I was like, this character, he's doing too much. What's wrong with this uncle? But I thought maybe that's just how he is. But then, obviously, as time went on, I was a bit weary. Before anyone told me, I was already weary about Bob. So I was like, okay.
Bob the Builder. Okay.
Yeah, Bob no risky. So it was like, yeah. So, but then the argument that transpired between him and Charlene, it cut deep. I was just like, right, you're a nasty person. Like, the things that he was saying to Charlene was like, it hurt me. Even though I'm not trans or whatever, it just felt like, how can you make someone feel like you're their friend or you're there to support them and you're tearing them down because you're seeing them progress in their journey? Well. It felt like jealousy. It felt like envy. It felt like spite. And I just felt like the way he was talking to Charlene hurt me, and I fuck with Charlene, so I was like, yeah, I'm not having that. So that was one of my worst things to film. I didn't like that scene. That scene was awful, and I could see the pain in Charlene.
And the other worst scenes that you didn't like?
The spa.
Okay.
When me and Rianne went to have massages.
Yeah.
It was nice, but I think just the conversation.
Okay.
Where we had to speak about
her friends passing.
It was just morbid for me. And
the conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Death is not easy, as we know, and you know, it's not a nice thing. And I could see that it was painful for her. So I didn't feel comfortable being attached to that, and I didn't want to pry because that's not my nature.
Yeah.
I feel like when there's a passing of someone, I would usually wait for that person to approach me or want to speak to me, but I don't really want to feel like, because I know she was already being hounded by the press, by social media. It was just like, yeah, I wasn't trying to be another yeah, so that was like, yeah, nah, yeah.
Okay, so those were your worst scenes.
Those are my worst.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, well, before we go, we're gonna play a quick game. Okay, and it is called Who Said What. I'm going to say some classic lines that people said during the show.
Yeah.
And you have to tell me
who said it.
Who said what?
What, with the pictures?
With the pictures.
Okay.
So, you ready?
Yeah.
I don't understand what the apology would be for because it's similar to what happened with the strippers.
What? What? Wait.
Just say again?
Yeah.
I don't understand what the apology would be for because it's similar to what happened with the strippers.
Who the hell said that?
Well, you got to tell me.
I don't know.
That's why I said who said what.
I don't even remember anyone
Someone said that.
This one. Pum Pum Shorts.
No. Show it to the camera when you do that, yeah? No, it wasn't Dwayne.
Okay. Tom?
His name is John.
Oh, yeah, that's it. My bad, John. I actually like him as well.
Okay, you're just guessing now.
Was it a female?
Yes.
Give me a clue.
It was a girl.
With the strippers? Because it weren't me. Was it Rianne?
Okay, so no, it was Naz.
Who was she talking about strippers?
She's talking to Dwayne.
So what happened with strippers?
Oh, girl, boy. Listen.
Okay.
Yeah, all right, we're gonna keep it moving.
That conversation must have been
We're gonna
dead,
keep it moving.
because, yeah.
All right. I haven't. Okay, next one. I haven't even seen nothing from her except taking me to a shop to get £10 nails, and it didn't work for me. Who said that?
I know who said that.
Charlene.
Yeah. On IG.
Okay, next one. So what would you say if I tried to kiss you? I know you know who said this one.
Embarrassing me.
Okay.
Gosh.
Next one. Shove it up your ass, shove it up your pussy, cook it and eat it. Who said that? Missy Misdemeanor.
I know my bars. This is a nice one.
Okay, we got, yeah, I love Nigerian men. They're just such demons. Rianne.
Come on. You're
doing really well.
Yeah, come on.
Okay, all you lot do is fucking twerk. I did try it with the accent. Okay, we got another one. It's your mother and your father that is high. It is not me that is high. I didn't do the accent because I didn't want to give it away. It was me.
Come on.
All right. Blocker. Just be quiet because you don't even know. Just stay in your lane. No.
What?
No.
What? John?
No. You're guessing now.
Oh, I thought, yeah, if I've done them already,
no,
they
you
can't
get
come back.
no. Of course they can.
Oh, okay, cool. Right, say it again.
Blocker.
Yeah.
Blocker. Just be quiet because you don't even know. Just stay in your lane.
Is that you?
No.
Hell?
That was Charlene. Just talking to Dwayne.
I don't remember that. She was talking to Dwayne. Oh,
Yeah.
right, okay.
All right, next one.
That one must have gone over my head.
Okay, calm down. This isn't EastEnders.
Rascal.
I'm the new bitch, but I'm fire than you.
I'm the new bitch, and I'm still more fire than you.
All right. I think we need to have a date when the cameras aren't here.
I'm torn because I feel like, and if it's not these two, I feel dumb. Is it one of them two?
No.
Shit. You're joking. date. Let me use my brain.
Let me tell you.
So it's a female. Who?
Dwayne.
I literally had that initially.
Dwayne said it.
He said it to Naz.
He said it to Naz. Yes, he did. Said it to Naz.
With his tight shorts.
All right.
Wow.
Okay, if someone tells you to fuck off twice and drops the phone on you, why am I going to keep on phoning you? No.
What?
Yes.
Baby father. Yeah.
No, I was talking to Sarah. I was talking to Sarah.
Baby father, like I said. Go on.
Not my baby daddy.
Well, your kid will get fake trainers.
I
Just
mean,
not, you know.
know.
It's better than nothing.
If you don't know this one, I'm going to eat my hat.
God. No pressure.
It would have been nice to see some sausage rolls or something.
Who you bought Pepe?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, if you didn't know that, I would eat my hat. All right. So before we go, I have a present for you. You have been an amazing customer.
Thank
when
you.
I said it, I wasn't chatting for the sake of chatting.
Yeah.
I meant it because it was real. I love you like a sister, and you know I love your babies, okay? And this is from me to you.
You want me to cry, isn't it?
I mean, you can, but there's no more tissue.
Thank you, Lucy.
That's from me to you. I hope you like them because you were talking about prices of flowers.
Yeah.
Now you got one now in your, so you can put in your flat.
Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you.
It's all for you.
Oh,
And I would
they're
like
real.
They're real.
Real.
They're not
show
artificial.
Real London.
Girl,
with
it's all about
flowers.
the real here, girl.
They show real flowers.
They is indeed.
Thank you.
Guys, I would like to thank you all for watching the very first episode of Show Real London podcast. I hope you've enjoyed it.
We need to cheers.
We do. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on all socials, and please can we give it up for my viral sensation baby girl? I call her Missy Misdemeanor, but it's Missy Brown Skin.
Come on.
Cheers,
Thank
baby
you.
girl. Love you.
Yeah, I am chatting.